Okay, it's day 3 of the draft, but we still have to talk about day 2 of the draft. I didn't do anything for the third round Vikings pick because I wasn't even home. We drafted the end of the third round. Uh, with this was our comp pick for Kirk. Um, we got Ty Felton, a wide receiver from Maryland. Uh, Last time we took a Maryland wide receiver in the middle rounds, worked out pretty good with Stephon Diggs. Um, Watched a few highlights of the guy. I mean, it's always the highlights look great because they're highlights, but this guy is fast as hell. Looks like he's pretty tough. Good at getting lots of yak. We like the yak around here. Um, you know, he looks like a player. Now he's fast. That doesn't necessarily mean he's going to be good. Troy Williamson was fast. That obviously that was disaster, but that doesn't mean he's going to be that either. Um, so he's gonna. I would certainly think he's gonna have a shot to be our third wide receiver. Um, we're going to probably be without Jordan Addison for a few games at some point this season because he's probably due to get suspended for some of his drunken behavior behind the wheel. Um, and Jalen Naylor was okay last year. Like it looked like he was really emerging. Kind of fell off, but he's still okay. But I mean, you know, I certainly think this Felton's going to have a shot to be like our number 3 guy. Maybe a little more of a you know an inside guy. Slant, burn him. Something like that. But it's just one more weapon for this offense. We've obviously got the guard. We got a couple picks coming here pretty soon. Probably do some live reaction for those. Um, yeah, and then they actually made a trade. So yeah, technically it wasn't with the Kirk pick, but they made a trade down with that pick. And what did they trade? They had a fifth and a sixth. They traded the fifth, and then they got another fifth. So they got two picks here early in the fifth round, and that's going to be it, unless they trade down again, which is possible. But Kwesi isn't like Rick Spielman. He is not going to collect 18 seventh round picks. I think they might just maybe stick with the 2/5 today and then just hit that undrafted bit hard. I don't think they're going to take the big story in the draft here has been this Shedeur Sanders dropping like historic level of drop because he was projected at one point to maybe even be the number 1 pick, and here we are. We're almost through the end of the 4th round right now, and he's still out there. I don't think they would take him. It'd be an interesting value. It would be an interesting value pick if they did take him. Just because we still use a backup quarterback. Obviously, this guy's not going to get drafted and be starting anywhere. I don't think they would do it and invite the circus that might come with it. But Ty Felton, I love the pick. I love the pick. Just one more weapon for this offense, which is becoming very loaded. And I will say it once again: if JJ McCarthy is good, this team is going to be very, very dangerous.